David, how you doing? I've got your Fire and Ice up. I think you're looking really good. Obviously, the biggest problem is the word spacing. You've got enormous spaces between the words, so that those would definitely have to be closed down. As far as the Fire and Ice, the kerning, and the craft itself goes, we start with the F. I think things are really starting to look, good foundation here with your serifs and nice setup here, getting your firmly established baseline. I don't see your X height drawn in here. I just might not see it, but you should probably have your X height, your cap height guide set up in there just to help you out a little bit. Okay, IRE looks good. Craft is pretty good there. A little shaky on the true horizontals. The word "and" I think looks great. There's one thing that's really throwing this word off, and that is the fact that A doesn't have the same X height as that D. It's a little bit smaller. That, in conjunction with the bowl of that right here, that bowl right there, that's the A. That's called a bowl, and yours is really, really tiny. And it's really throwing the whole foundation of that letter A off, which kind of makes it appear as though it's going to tip this way, which following that phenomenon, it actually gives this optical illusion that this space right here is much bigger than it is. And it's not. It's as close as that you can get with those serifs, but with that being small, it looks like it's falling this way, so it's giving this illusion that it's farther away from the end than it is. Conversely, the bowl for your D is pretty wide. It's pretty wide open, so therefore that's making that letter look much, much bigger than the two preceding letters. Ice looks great. Watch your verticals on that. That looks like a convex serif. It's not in Garamond Pro, so keep that in mind. All right, other than that, let's look at the kerning. I think that could get pulled in a little bit. F and I are kind of a weird combination. There's no ligature for a capital F and an I, but of course there is for a small F and an I. However, the assignment requires Fire and Ice with a capital F, so that's good there. Let's close that down a little bit. You're going to get to a point. Sorry about that. As I was saying, you're going to get to a point where that F and I, that dot in the I, is going to come up here and start to encroach on this serif. But you definitely need to get it closer, so you're going to have to keep an eye on that. I and R, perfect. R and E, if anything, I, R, and E might be kerned a little bit closely. The A, we already talked about that as far as kerning goes. The D and the N look pretty darn good. I, C, and E. Look at the distance between the I and the C. The reason it looks so large is because of that serif is pulling the stem away from the curve of this C, making that area appear much bigger than it actually is. You actually have room to pull that C, tuck it in there a little bit, and I think you'll be good. Other than that, craft is great except for those couple little areas. Just a couple little areas. But other than that, fantastic. So let's get those closed down. Let's get those other issues addressed for your final iteration. Great job. Thank you.